Nigeria wants to ban textile imports. Is it a good policy or a repeat of past mistake? The Nigerian Senate is currently working hard to legislate a policy that will ban the importation of textile materials completely into Nigeria. Of course, obviously, it's a good policy if you look at it from what they are saying. However, for me, I think it's a repeat of the past mistake. If you look at the history of the textile industry in Nigeria, it began in 1957 when Nigeria established its first major textile mill in Kaduna State. This mill boom is spread across the country, employed thousands, hundreds of thousands of Nigerians that were all working in this mill. Until in 2007, that was about 50 years later, when the mills were all shut down because of some basic issues that ordinarily could have been resolved. We have poor infrastructure, we have erratic electricity, and then of course we have obsolete machineries, then inconsistent government policies. This for basically explain the reason why we had those issues, and it was the major reason why the company, those industries were shut down. But if you look at the impact that it had, there were thousands, hundreds of thousands of Nigerians that were working in those mills. All of them became unemployed. Now, let's look at the policy implication. By 2007, when those companies were shut down, we started having issue with import. We started importing. In fact, right now, Nigeria import almost about 90% of all its textile needs. That is what we do right now. Then all of a sudden, again, the Senate is trying to ban the importation of these textile. But I think it's a good thing, actually. But however, what are the implications? Because you don't just wake up one day and ban the importation of certain things. What you have to do is you have to start by taking the right procedures. That is the first thing that you have to do. Because in the past, when this industry was shut down, you had issue with electricity, and up to now, electricity is still a major issue. So you have to fix electricity. And then you have to give access to credit facilities. You have to give credit facilities to all these manufacturers who are interested in investing in the textile industry. You have to provide the right machineries, modern machineries. A ban is easy. An industry is hard to build. It's very easy for you to legislate, to come together and with the stakeholders and legislate with the senators and all the necessary stakeholders and legislate a policy to ban importation. It's very easy to do that. However, setting up an industry is not easy.